Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about something near and dear to my heart. Actually, scratch that, it's near and dear to all of our hearts, right? We're talking about eggs, those incredible edible wonders. Now we all know how to cook an egg, right? I mean, it's not rocket science, but you know what? There are some common mistakes that a lot of us make, and these mistakes, well, they can really affect how your eggs turn out. So if you're ready to take your egg game from scrambled to over easy, stick around because I'm about to share 8 common mistakes to avoid when eating eggs. Okay, first up, let's talk about overcooking. It's a common kitchen mishap that can turn a delightful meal into a disappointing one. We've all been there, right? You walk away from the stove for a minute, get distracted by a cute puppy video, and suddenly, your beautiful sunny-side-up eggs look more like hockey pucks. It's a classic mistake that happens to the best of us. Overcooking is the #1 sin when it comes to eggs. It makes them rubbery, tough, and frankly, a little sad. No one wants to start their day with a plate of disappointment. And it's not just the texture, you lose nutrients too. Overcooked eggs can lose essential vitamins and minerals, making them less nutritious. Nobody wants a rubbery egg, right? It's a waste of good ingredients and effort. So how do you avoid this culinary tragedy? Low and slow, my friends. Low and slow. This method ensures that your eggs cook evenly and retain their delicious texture. Whether you're scrambling, frying, or poaching, gentle heat is your best friend. It allows the eggs to cook through without becoming rubbery. Keep your eye on the prize, and remember, it's better to slightly undercook your eggs because they'll continue to cook a little bit even after you take them off the heat. This way, you achieve the perfect texture. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. Perfectly cooked eggs can elevate your breakfast experience and start your day on a high note. Let's talk about freshness, people. It's something we all crave, especially when it comes to our food. When it comes to eggs, fresher is always better. There's just no comparison. I'm talking farm fresh, straight from the chicken coop kind of fresh. The kind that makes you feel like you're living on a farm. Okay, maybe that's not always possible for everyone, but you get the idea. Freshness matters. Fresh eggs just have a better taste and texture. They make your dishes shine. They're plumper, the yolks are more vibrant, and they just cook up better. It's like a little burst of sunshine in your food. So how can you tell if your eggs are fresh? It's easier than you might think. Well, one way is to do the float test. It's a simple and effective method. Fill a bowl with cold water and gently place your eggs in it. Watch closely. If they sink to the bottom and lay flat on their sides, congratulations. You've got yourself some fresh eggs. Enjoy them. If they stand up or float, well, it might be time to toss them out for a game of egg roulette. Just kidding. Don't waste food. Use those older eggs for baking. They still have their uses and can make delicious treats. Now that you've got your beautiful fresh eggs, you might be wondering how to keep them in the best condition possible. You need to store them properly to maintain their freshness and quality for as long as possible. And no, the little egg tray on the refrigerator door is not the best place for them, even though it seems convenient. I know it's convenient, but hear me out. There's a better way to ensure your eggs stay fresh. The refrigerator door is actually one of the warmest spots in your fridge because it's constantly being opened and closed, causing temperature fluctuations. The best place to store your eggs is actually in their original carton on a shelf towards the back of your refrigerator where the temperature is the coolest and most consistent. This spot helps maintain their freshness. This will help them stay fresh and delicious for longer, ensuring you get the best taste and quality. And remember, always store your eggs pointy side down. This simple tip can make a big difference. It helps the yolk stay centered, which is especially important for cooking and baking. You're welcome. Chapter 4. Seasoning sensations. Okay, let's talk flavor. Eggs are like blank canvases. They're just begging for some seasoning. Don't be shy, people. Salt and pepper are classics for a reason, but don't be afraid to get creative. A pinch of garlic powder, some fresh herbs, a dash of paprika. The possibilities are endless. And don't forget about hot sauce. I'm a firm believer that hot sauce makes everything better, even eggs. Experiment with different flavors and find what you like best. Remember, life is too short for bland food. Chapter 5. High heat? No way. Remember when we talked about overcooking? Well, using high heat is a surefire way to get there faster than you can say scrambled. High heat is the enemy of delicate eggs. It makes them tough, rubbery, and let's be honest, kind of sad. Instead, opt for low to medium heat. especially when cooking eggs on the stovetop. This will give them a chance to cook evenly and gently, resulting in tender, delicious eggs every time. Remember, patience is a virtue, especially when it comes to cooking eggs. Chapter 6. Whisk it real good. Alright, let's talk about whisking. Whether you're making scrambled eggs, omelets, or a fancy French omelet, ooh la la, whisking your eggs properly is key to achieving that light, fluffy texture we all know and love. Don't just give them a quick stir, really whisk those eggs. You want to incorporate as much air as possible to create those beautiful, airy curds. And don't be afraid to use a little muscle. A good whisk session is also a great arm workout. Two birds, one stone, right? Stone. Chapter 7. Size matters. Eggs come in all shapes and sizes, and believe it or not, the size of your eggs can actually affect your cooking times and recipes. If a recipe calls for large eggs and you only have medium or jumbo eggs, you might need to adjust the amount of liquid or other ingredients in your recipe to compensate. It's always a good idea to check the recipe notes for any size recommendations or adjustments. And when in doubt, a kitchen scale is your best friend. Chapter 8. Allergies and Choices. Last but not least, let's talk about dietary restrictions. Eggs are a great source of protein and other nutrients, but unfortunately, not everyone can enjoy them. Some people have egg allergies, while others choose to avoid them for dietary or ethical reasons. If you're cooking for someone with an egg allergy, be sure to check all of your ingredients carefully and avoid cross-contamination. And if you're looking for egg-free alternatives, there are plenty of great options available these days, from plant-based egg replacements to other protein sources like tofu or beans. Outro, go forth and conquer. So there you have it, folks. 8 common mistakes to avoid when eating eggs. Now you're well on your way to becoming an excellent chef. If you enjoyed these tips and tricks, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more fun and informative content. And be sure to share this video with your friends. Let's spread the eggucation. Remember, life is too short for boring breakfasts. Go forth and conquer those eggs.